All right, here we go again, diving down the deep end. This is Advanced SQL, of course. And the next concept we're looking at is called views. Now, over here you see the icon of a mirror. It's the closest thing that I could find to a reference. I could have put a view of a landscape or whatnot, but I liked the analogy of a mirror because when you look at a mirror, you see yourself. Now, that will become clear when I explain to you what a view is. What if you want to store the results of a query? Okay, this is a deep question, right? So we're running these queries. We're consistently writing new, more complex, more full-bodied queries that have all of these complex concepts in them. What if we want to restore the results of that and reuse them at a later time or query against those results? What if we want to do that? What if you want to query the results of a query? That is quite the question. Querying the results of a query. Well, this would solve a lot of issues that we tend to have. What if we want to derive an answer from a query that we ran? Well, views allow you to store and query previously run queries. And the reason I use the analogy of the mirror is because when you rerun a query, it's like looking in the mirror. You're seeing the reflection. You're seeing something that previously had run. I don't know if it's the best analogy, but it's the closest one I could come up with. But views allow you to store and query previously run queries. My analogy aside and my horrible puns aside, we're trying to allow you to store previously run queries, and that's the whole point of this. Now, there are two types of views. Two. The peace sign. Again, I like icons that depict what I'm trying to get at. So there are two types of views, materialized and non-materialized. What is the difference between these? Well, a non-materialized view, being non, the query gets rerun each time it's called on. So we're storing a reference to the query, but we're rerunning it each time that we're calling the view. So we're not actually storing the results of that. We're storing a reference to the query. Now, a materialized view, on the other hand, stores the data on the physical device. So storage, whatever storage you're using, it stores the data physically and periodically updates it when the tables change. So if you insert, update, delete data from your table, periodically the view is going to look at whatever happened and it's going to update whatever it's stored for you for when the table changes. So those are the two types of core views that we will be looking at. Non-materialized and materialized views. And the whole point of this is being able to, first of all, if I have like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 queries, which can happen at a certain point in a company, you have so many different types of queries that you need to run. You have so many different types of answers that you need to use data to back up. So when we have that scenario where you have hundreds of queries and you're rerunning some of them constantly, or you need to run queries against other queries, well, storing them as views can be a really, really good option. So let's take a quick look at non-materialized views.